few weeks ago, I posted a video called Coin Collector IQ, in which I ran you through a gauntlet of 20 extremely difficult numismatic-related questions, and very few of you were able to answer all 20 correctly. Now we are back at it this week for the Silver Stackers, where I have 20 more questions for you silver and gold investors to see if you guys have what it takes. Now, I know all the answers to these questions, so can you beat me? So here's how it works. 20 questions that get progressively harder as we go, and no Googling, no cheating, no ChatGPTing, just you and your days, months, years, or decades of experience. And how does scoring work? Well, you get 1 to 5 correct, and you're a copper bullion hoarder. 6 to 10 correct, and alright, you're a silver dabbler. 11 to 15 correct, you're a silver stacker. 16 to 19 correct, and you are a bona fide stacker expert. But 20 out of 20, and you are a silver picker champion. All right, so play along with me at home and put your score in the comments section when you're done. Now, all that's left is show me what you got. Question 1. What is the most common unit of measure for silver and gold bullion? Question 2. What does junk silver refer to? Question 3. What is the purity of sterling silver? Question 4. Where does the US government hold the majority of its gold reserves? Question 5. What does ASE stand for? Feeling good about the easy questions? Let's move into the medium round. Question 6. From what other coin did the US 1-ounce silver bullion coin borrow its design? Question 7. What 3 fractional denominations of American gold eagles does the US government currently produce? Question 8. How many coins are in a monster box of ASEs? Question 9. What is meant by paper silver? Question 10. What is a premium in bullion stacking? Okay, medium questions down. Now we are moving into the hard questions, but first, a thank you to our sponsor. If you're looking to buy any gold or silver bullion, look no further than Whatnot. If you don't know what Whatnot is, it is a live video auction app in which buyers and sellers come together in real time to buy and sell all sorts of cool collectibles. Obviously, I'm mostly into coins and precious metals, but they've got everything. If you collect it, it is on Whatnot. And if you use my link, whatnot.com/invite/silverpicker to download the app, you get $15 in Whatnot credit to spend on anything you want, whether at one of my auctions or any of the other great sellers. And that includes on silver and gold and coins. And $15 in free silver is an absolute no-brainer, unlike these next 5 hard questions. Question 11. What makes the Canadian maple special when compared with other silver bullion? Which circulating US coin contained silver even after 1964? Question 13. What purity of silver is referred to as coin silver? Question 14. What is the difference between the bid price and the ask price of precious metals called? Question 15. Which country in the world produces the most silver? All right, we are up to the expert round, and I am not holding back. I am very curious to see how you guys fare on these. Okay, here we go. Question 16. Which brothers infamously cornered the silver market in the 1980s? Question 17. Gold and silver are not magnetic. What are they instead? Question 18. Is buying German silver at 50% of today's silver spot price a good deal? Question 19. Congress passed the U.S. Coinage Act of 1792, setting the silver to gold ratio to what? And finally, question 20. What is the smallest gold coin ever produced, and which country produced it? All right, let's check your answers and tally up your score. Question 1. What's the most common measure for gold and silver bullion? That's the troy ounce. Question 2. What's junk silver? That would be circulated silver coins with no premium over spot. Question 3. What is the purity of sterling silver? Well, that would be 92.5%. Question 4. Where does the US government store the majority of its gold reserves? Well, that would be at Fort Knox, Kentucky. Man, would I love to get a peek behind the curtain there. And question 5, I hope you guys all got this one right. What does ASE stand for? Well, that would be the American Silver Eagle. All right, medium round questions. Question number 6. Where did the 1 ounce silver coin, the American Silver Eagle, get its design? Well, it borrowed it from the Walking Liberty half dollar, one of the most beautiful and iconic coins of US history. Question 7, which fractional gold coins does the US government still produce as gold eagles? That would be 1/10 of a troy ounce at the smallest, 1/4 of a troy ounce, and of course 1/2 of a troy ounce. Question 8, how many coins are in a monster box of American Silver Eagles? That's 500 American Silver Eagles for 500 ounces of silver. Question 9, what is paper silver? That would be financial instruments representing silver without any physical silver ownership, like ETFs or mutual funds. Question 10, what is a premium in bullion stacking? Well, that would be the price that you pay above the melt value of the precious metal. All right, we are up to the hard questions. Question 11, what makes Canadian maples special compared to other government bullion? Well, they are actually pure to 4 places, so they are 0.9999 instead of like the American Silver Eagle's 0.999. Question 12, which circulating US coin contains silver even after 1964? Well, this is a tricky one. The answer is the Kennedy half dollar, because from 1965 through 1969, there was 40% silver in those coins. Now, if you said the Eisenhower dollar, well, you didn't listen to the question closely enough, because I said circulating, and they did not have silver circulation issues for the Ike post 1964. Or frankly, ever. Question 13, what is the purity of coin silver? Well, that's 90%, and that comes from the fact that all coins from 1964 and earlier in the US are 90% silver. Question 14, the difference between the bid and the ask price of a precious metal? Well, that's called the spread. And question 15, which country produces the most silver? Well, you might be surprised to learn that it is Mexico. All right, you ready for the expert questions? Let's see how you did. So, question number 16, which infamous brothers cornered the silver market in the 1980s? That would be the Hunt brothers. And if you guys want me to do a full video deep dive on that story, please let me know in the comments, because it is absolutely fascinating. Question 17, gold and silver are not magnetic, but instead they are diamagnetic, and that actually means that they repel magnets slightly. Okay, question 18 was definitely a trick question. I'm very curious to know who got it. But I asked if buying German silver at 50% of today's silver spot price is a good deal. Well, the answer is absolutely not. And the reason is because German silver is not silver from Germany, but it is a nickname for another alloy also known as nickel silver, and it actually contains no silver. So even paying 50% of the spot price would still be a very, very bad deal. Another name is also alpaca, and you will see that frequently on silver items from Mexico. Okay, question 19. The US Coinage Act of 1792 set the silver to gold ratio at what? At 15-to-1. 15 ounces of silver could buy you 1 ounce of gold. Man, those were the good old days, am I right? And finally, question 20. What is the smallest gold coin ever produced, and what country produced it? Well, I bet a lot of you thought that the answer was Switzerland, and it's that teeny tiny Guinness Book of World Records holding coin featuring Albert Einstein. But no, in 2022, that was actually replaced by the Hum coin from Croatia. All right, guys, so how'd you do? Please let me know in the comments below, and stick around, hit the subscribe button, because I am absolutely going to be making an even harder version of this. So stay tuned, because I have a lot more awesome stuff coming down the pike. And if you are a silver picker champion, well, my hat's off to you. Can't wait to see you in the next one, and until then, Silver Picker out. If you think that videos like this are important for the public, consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/silverpicker and get access to our private Discord server, truly the most welcoming and easy place to learn about coin collecting and precious metals investing.